All right. So, namaskar, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to our yoga class. Before we begin, I just wanted to let everybody know that after 7 o'clock, once the class finishes, we'll stop the YouTube broadcast and let people socialize from 7 o'clock to 8:15 p.m. And that is our social happy hour to socialize and have a means of self-expression during this social isolation. So, beginning this session right now, yoga is different from Western medicine, and it is different in the sense that Western medicine treats the symptoms, whereas yoga, while it is reducing the symptoms, is actually working towards the root cause of illness in the body. And yoga primarily works by stress reduction in the body. It can be done with physical exercises, breathing exercises, mantras, and other meditative practices. An important thing to note about yoga is that the mind does not wander. So keep the awareness within you, focus your mind on your breath, and visualize the part of body that's being exercised, and that'll bring maximum benefit through yoga. When you do yoga with physical exercises, it becomes part of the Hatha Yoga tradition. But whereas when you do it with breathing exercises and mantras, then it becomes part of the Tantra Yoga tradition. And it doesn't matter whether you do it on a chair or on a mat. Designed to increase energy of communication in body systems. It stimulates better immune system and body's repair mechanism. It makes you feel better and minor issues get resolved. But the same set of palliative yoga exercises can also have a therapeutic effect. In fact, Dr. Rajan has innovated on a very unique yoga therapy method called measured yoga therapy, where we measure how the nadis on our fingertips are performing. And that gives us a window into how different organs or organ systems in the body are performing, where does the root cause of illness lie, and on the basis of that we can recommend some very targeted exercises that will benefit your particular condition. So if any of you have any condition that you want to talk about, please don't ask it on this forum because it is a public forum, but you can either email me at balmukund.dhar@gmail.com, or you can email Jayashree Prakash at jrajan.201963@gmail.com. I'm myself a beneficiary of a measured yoga therapy program. I was sick last year with chronic fatigue syndrome, and it's a condition that's considered incurable in Western medicine. But through the measured yoga therapy from Dr. Rajan, I recovered substantially in 4 months, and now I'm very close to 100% recovery. A few points to note about today's yoga class. First and foremost, please follow instructions to avoid any adverse reactions. Important instruction is to keep your spine straight and take support if needed, but make sure that the spine is straight. And do your practices gently without strain. In fact, if it is too much strain on the body, then it's not yoga by definition. So do it within your individual capacity. Also, there's a limit in duration or count. Please follow it. When you have doubt, avoid the practice or seek clarification, but remember that the liability is entirely yours. Do not multitask or merge two exercises. The slower you do, the better it is for you. The other very important thing is regular disciplined practice. So if you miss a day, use the video recording from our yoga channel on YouTube. Remember that yoga is not just physical exercise, it's a lot more than that, but it's not a religious practice either. So people from all religions are welcome, and it does not interfere with anybody's religious practices. Yoga brings good, brings inner awareness and a sense of cosmic connection. And with that, I'll welcome you all to our yoga family, and I'll let Dr. Rajan start today's session.
Namaste, everyone. As usual, we begin with 3 ohms.
Let's
Namaste. Is there anybody new today? If so, please say yes. You can unmute and say yes. Okay, then I'll assume there is nobody new today. So let's go on to, well, we didn't do Kapalbhati last few days. So let's begin with Kapalbhati today. In any case, tomorrow we will be dealing with it again, being the weekend session. So a couple of minutes of Kapalbhati. Please proceed. Those who have just joined us, we are doing Kapalbhati. We should be finished in 10 seconds. Okay. Now let's go on to our usual chakra vibrations. Pressing on the little finger, focus on the perineum, and we go to Lam. 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 Release the finger and continue. Lam. Last time. Lam. Now let's bring our awareness 1 inch above the perineum and pressing on the ring finger, we do the mantra Vam. So let's go. Vam. 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 Release your hands and continue. Vam. Now bring the awareness behind the navel, and here we will do the sound Ram. Press the middle finger with the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Ram. 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 Release the fingers and continue. Ram. One last time. Ram. Now bring the awareness in between the breasts in the middle of the body, and here we do the mantra Yam. We press the index finger with the thumb as we do it. Take a deep breath in. Yam. Yum. Yum. Release the finger and continue. Yum. Last time. Yum. Now bring the awareness to the throat in the bottom of the mouth where it meets the neck. And there we do the mantra, hum. Keep the thumbs up mudra with a loose fist. You can keep it relaxed on your lap. Hum. 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 Release your hands and continue. Hum. Hum. Now bring the awareness to the middle of the head, and here we do the sound chum. And here we use the thumbs up mudra again with a loose fist. Keep it relaxed. Let's go. Chum. Release the hands, and one last time. Bring the awareness to the top of the head, and here we do the sound Om. Again, thumbs up mudra. Release the hand and continue. Now we go on to our happy face breathing, the Ujjayi Pranayama. So bring your awareness, and since all of you, there is nobody new, you know what to do, so please carry on. And for those of you who need instruction, with your eyes closed, bring your awareness to the throat, the hole at the bottom of the mouth where it meets the neck. Keeping the focus there, make a big smile. As the cheeks come out, you feel a slight stretch in the throat. And focusing on the stretch, inhale and exhale slowly and feel like the air is rubbing along the stretch in the throat. And that will feel like a mild sucking sensation, both while inhaling and exhaling. Keep your focus there and continue. Those of you who have been doing this for a long time You will have the ability to keep the stretch in the throat without having to pull your cheeks, because by now you have the control. So continue. Now let's carry on to the spinal alignment exercise. We'll be doing more Ujjayi later. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently tilt your head and bring one ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, come back up, and exhale, go the other way, and continue. Slower the breath and slower the motion, bigger the benefit. Last exhalation. And as you inhale, come back up. And as you exhale, turn your head and look over one shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, look over the other shoulder, and continue. Last exhalation and inhale, come back. And now with the next inhalation, lift up your head and take the head all the way back. And as you exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Last exhalation, bring your chin down to the chest. Then we rotate around the neck, 360 degrees. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle, and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. And once you complete the circle, we go in the opposite direction. When you complete this exhalation, we go on to the shoulder exercises. Inhale, lift up one shoulder, exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder, exhale, rotate it back and bring it down, and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we go on to the hand exercises. Lift up the hand, inhale, and thumbs in and exhale. Since there's nobody, I don't need to explain. Inhale and exhale and continue. Last time, inhale and exhale and keep the fist and go around the fist. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Now we go the reverse direction. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now bring the hands, elbows in line with the shoulders and the hands below your chin in a loose fist. Inhale, go around the wrist, and exhale, come around. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Now we go backward. Excellent. Now interlock the hands and bring it behind the head. And as you exhale, turn to one side and inhale, come back. Exhale the other way, inhale, come back, and continue. Last exhalation, turn, inhale, come back. Get hold of your elbows behind your head. And as you exhale, pull on one elbow, inhale, come back up. Exhale, pull on the other elbow, and inhale, come back up, and continue. Last exhalation. And now we are going to do another round of Ujjayi Pranayama. And now we are going to do it with the hand stretched out with the palm perpendicular to the forearm, but keep it in a relaxed way on your lap or if you have a table, something in front of you, so that there is no pressure on the shoulders. So keep it in a relaxed way, and then do the Ujjayi pranayam and feel the sensation in the hands. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Bring down the hand, and this time we will actually keep the hands parallel to each other. And as you exhale, take one hand behind you and turn to that direction and stretch the other hand towards the opposite shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way. Last exhalation and inhale, come back. Now we can bring our hands. Actually, let's skip that exercise. Let's go straight to crossing over the legs. Then we'll have more time to do more things today. Cross over the legs and get hold of your knee with your interlocked hands. And as you exhale, pull and cross it over and turn the head in the other direction. Inhale, release, and exhale, pull and turn. Now let's go to the other leg. Excellent. Now, we can do the cycling exercise with the leg. Inhale, bend in your knee, and exhale, lift up your leg and stretch it out. We'll alternate legs. So the other leg, inhale and exhale, and continue. Excellent. Now, let's sit a little forward so that we have space behind you. And we bring our hands right by the side of holding the chair firmly on the seat. And those of you who are seated on the floor, keep the palms facing forward on the two sides just behind you. And we make a backward arch as we inhale. Inhale, make a backward arch and drop your head backwards and stay there, inhaling and exhaling. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come up and stretch your hands forward and interlock the hands and push it out. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist as far to the left as you can and stay there. Inhale and exhale and stay there. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, go all the way to the other side. Inhale and exhale and stay there. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come back to the middle. Inhale, palm into the chest. Exhale, bring the hands the other way around. And inhale and exhale and stretch out the hand. Inhale and exhale. There you go. Feel the stretch in the shoulder. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, turn to one side and continue inhaling and exhaling. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, go all the way to the other side. Continue. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come forward. Inhale, palm into the chest. Exhale, lift up your hands straight. Take a deep breath in and lift up one shoulder as you tilt the opposite way. Feel the stretch from the hip as you tilt. Inhale deeply and exhale and stay there. Now take a deep breath in and lift up the other shoulder and tilt the other way. Take a deep breath in, inhale and come back. Lift up the pelvis, lift up the shoulders, stretch out the elbows and push on your fingers. Take a deep breath in and then release. And then bend at the elbows and push your elbows backward and continue pushing it backward and slowly let your hands descend. Now, let's stand up and we will bend. And those of you for whom balance is not good, you want to hold on to your chair. And those of you for whom balance is not an issue, get hold of your hands behind your back, get hold of your elbow, firmly keep your feet shoulder width apart or a little bit more wider, but the inside of the feet should be parallel to each other. Take a deep breath in, pull back your shoulders and lift up your chin. And as you exhale, bend at the hips and come down. And stay down, inhaling and exhaling. And as you stay there for a little while, gravity will help you. You'll feel the stretch from the bottom of the feet through the calf muscles, the hamstring muscles, all the way to the hips. Just focus, be aware of the stretch, and be there inhaling and exhaling. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly come up and then take a seat. And now we will do the special kind of Ujjayi pranayam we did yesterday. That is, we visualize as we inhale, feel like from the tailbone, the awareness is rising and goes all the way to the back of the head. And as you exhale, feel it come down, the awareness down to the tailbone. So we are doing the happy face breathing, the Ujjayi pranayama, with awareness moving along the spine up and down. Continue. Now let's go on to the alternate nostril breathing. So I think all of you know it. So please continue. And those of you who don't, close one nostril, exhale and inhale. The moment you inhale, switch nostril, exhale and inhale and continue. Now we go on to Bhastrika Pranayam, the full deep breathing. Again, I'm assuming there is nobody new today, so in which case all of you know how to do it. So let's keep whichever hand position you like for full deep breathing. So let's go. Now, when we inhale, make sure you feel the vitality go to the head, and exhale, feel it descending from there. So let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Bring down the hands. Keep the eyes closed. Be relaxed and observe the sensations within. Most of you shouldn't feel any sensation in the head, but some of you may. Now let's go on to the second round. Loose fist. Let's go. But this time, I will not call the exhalation. Keep your own timing. You may be a little faster or a little slower, no problem. But make sure the exhalation is longer than the inhalation. And while I will do 20 counts, if you finish 18 breaths, you'll be slightly slower. If you do slightly faster, 22 breaths, but try not to be too much faster or too much slower. Let's go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Bring down the hands. Keep the eyes closed. Observe the sensations within. And whenever the sensations subside, those who don't want to wait for meditation can leave. And for others, please stay on. We will do one more round of this and then we'll go into meditation. Let's go on to one more round. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Bring down the hands and observe whatever sensations you feel within. Whenever the sensations subside, we will go on to meditation. At that time, you can keep your hands in the most comfortable meditation position. Both palms can be facing upward, one over the other, and the thumb touching each other and resting on your lap. The other way might be If you are more comfortable, you separate out the hands and you touch the thumb to the index finger and keep it separated on your lap. A third possibility is you can just open your palms and keep it comfortably in your lap. Whichever gives you greatest amount of relaxation, that is the right position for you. Now, today we didn't do the respiratory mantra. So those of you who don't have your meditation mantra and want to do the respiratory mantra, visualizing it going above the head, feel free to do so. And for those of you who have a mantra, there is no issue. And then people who have given your names, I will try to find one. So now mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I give up everything, all ideas and concepts. And for those of you who cannot keep a focus anywhere, just keep hearing the mantra Om in the background. Become aware of your senses. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. When you feel fully balanced within, whenever you have the urge to come out of meditation, open your eyes. Before you do that, lift up your hand and bring it 6 inches in front of your face and look straight into the palm of your hands when you open the eyes. There are a few questions in the chat box. One question says, oh, the people who have asked about mantras, I've noted it down. When it comes, it comes. Now, but one question I have, this thing is about yawning, that lack of oxygen in the body. I think yawning from a yoga perspective has got to do something with the activating of the cosmic connectivity of the immune system. So it is associated with also making you feel relaxed and kind of falling asleep. Yes, there is literature that says yawning means there is something wrong in your system. If you're yawning too frequently, lack of oxygen and things like that. But I think it is more the response of the immune system opening up, and I don't think any research has been done on that. So let me make a search. Is there any this thing between immune system and yawning? Oh, what a surprise. Yes, there is a relationship between immune system and yawning. There is a research paper available in the National Library of Medicine. That is, and apparently this is the case in the case of children. So I'm going to share this with you right over here. Oh, very interesting. So our instincts were quite right. Okay. So here is the article, Yawning and its Physiological Significance. Although yawning is commonly witnessed human behavior, yet it has been taught in detailed medical schools, and no particular physiological significance has been associated with it. Okay. Important functions that have been proposed by a few authors with the hope that this article will stimulate new researchers to look into it. Here in this article, I did a search on you can see what search I did, immune system and yawning. And there is functioning of yawning has been proposed. Infants and appear largely immune to contagious yawning, whatever. So but there's something that needs to be looked into. So don't know very much. Maybe this is not what it is. Anyway, so was there any other questions in the chat box over there? Okay, Rita Basu says, can you please remind us about the research on the energy channel? What is the technical name of the energy path? I don't know what you're talking about. Please unmute yourself and explain what you mean, Rita Basu.
Hello, Dr. Rajan. In the beginning, you had explained, the naris and the connection between the nervous system and this energy path. That this is not very well researched, but now it is getting some prominence in research in medicine.
Okay. And now I understand your question. I will explain that, and that will be a little longer answer. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly see. Hand Ujjayi made my finger tingle and left hand index finger started pulsating. All of these reactions are related to cleansing of the nadis, so nothing to worry about. And so there was one question, how to do Kapalbhati. So obviously this person has not experienced. Don't worry about it. On Saturday, we will do it with more detail, so you'll catch up then. Okay, so coming back to this question of Rita Basu, from a yoga perspective, the modern physiology looks at the body as a function of, as a bundle of many parts with all biochemical reactions that makes everything happen. From a yoga perspective, we look at the body as the expression of the cosmic intent. We are all beings of light, of cosmic beings. And so when it enters the body, but prior to entering the body, there is a bundle of programs. That program enters the body, and along with that, the body is also generating energy. Initially, it is the mother's energy, which is how is energy produced? By the interaction of oxygen with glucose in the body is what is producing energy, right? So Ravi Gupta ji, I'm going to answer your question as part of this, so don't worry about it. Okay. So the thing is, because the energy is produced that way, when it comes to the individual person, when the person is born, there are three elements to it: the physical body, and behind the physical body, the vibrations that are going on, and underlying the vibrations are the programs that are embedded. So the communications that are happening are what are very important. So we think of it as electromagnetic communication. And so that communication is what we call nadis communication. These work in 5 levels. The highest level is our cosmic connectivity, which in our deep sleep we have, and that is the source of our immune system's health. So we say daily, when we go to sleep each night, we get a daily dose of antivirus and program updates. The second level of the nadi is actually I should say perhaps the first one is not that alone, because without one nadi functioning, nothing else will work, is what is called the Mukhya Prana Nadi, and that is the Prana Nadi Ravi Gupta asked me about. So the Prana Nadi runs along the spine. It's the brain and the spine is what the Mukhya Prana Nadi is all about. And so if that functioning stops, that is the brain and the spine, which is the central nervous system, the lungs will not breathe and the heart will not pump. They will all stop. And that is why, these days when they put a person on a respirator, they can keep the person on a respirator for only a certain period of time. But after a point when they have difficulty breathing, but at a point in time, if they stop the respirator and they don't breathe at all, and they have the inability to do that, and then that's a place where they say the person is brain dead. So this is the most important part, the prana and the nervous system. It's a central nervous system activation. That's what the Mukhya Prana or the Prana Nadi is all about. Now, the second, I will call the connectivity with the cosmos and the immune system, and that is called the Udana Prana. Now, within the body, the programs that are in our genes interacting with the external world, they start making various things happen. That is what is called gene expression. This we call as Samana Prana. And then, and this of course is associated with the Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna Nadi. And then from the chakra system, where along the Sushumna Nadi are the chakras, there are many small connections going to every part of the body. And there are 2 types of communications happening. One type of communication is going into the biochemical aspects of the body. The second kind of communication is going into the muscle and physical tissues of the body. So those two are called Vyana and the Apana. So this is how the 5 pranas and the 5 nadis are all connected. Okay. So Rita Basu, your question answered. Ravi Gupta, your question answered.
Thank you.
Okay. So thank you. Namaste ji, and see you all tomorrow.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you,
Namaste.
Dr. Narayan.
Namaste.
Thank you.